All right, welcome back. Katina, obviously, off today. They asked me, called me last night to fill in. Can you fill in tomorrow morning? I said, nope. Not unless the Pie Queen's here. So look what we have.
Well, I'm here.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here, Janie, the Pie Queen. Okay, you're going to make one for us. But let's just tell folks what they're getting when they're watching this. This is award-winning. Your buttermilk pie
Right.
doesn't just win local awards and the little blue ribbon. This is Southern United States stuff and in magazines and across the country, right?
It's national recognition. We've been really blessed. My mother's recipe for buttermilk pie won the signature pie contest at the Driscoll Hotel.
Right.
Appeared on their menu for a year. This past July, Southern Living named the buttermilk pie the third best pie in the Southern United States out of 70 pies. They went across the nation looking for pies. We most recently won the Gypsy Picnic Critics' Choice Award with the buttermilk pie. And I have to say our white chocolate coconut pecan won the KitchenAid contest out at the Dell Diamond. Won that. So
that's easy money though, right? That's easy contest. The local stuff, right? You figure the national ones you're taking too.
Yeah,
all right, you do about 200. Can do about 200 in a day, right?
We do the little mini pies, the little 4-inch mini pies, and they're $4. We sell them out of the trailer. They're on South Congress. We can do up to 200 to 300 if it calls for it. We usually sell out every single day that we have pie.
All right. There we go. Thus the term Pie Queen.
That's it.
What are you going to do for us today? Kind of an interesting take, right? Apple and
pumpkin. Yeah. Okay. Well, we had gotten in the kitchen one night. We had leftover apple, and we were making pumpkin, and I was like, hey, why not? It should work. Yeah, it could work. And it actually works really well. I always like to give everybody a little tip. When you're making your pie crust, and these recipes are on y'all's website, when you're making your pie crust, a nice little tip is take your knife and just do a little divot right there, and that gives you a nice little handy-dandy design, and it looks all nice and pretty and professional.
Nicely done, yeah.
All right, now for our apple pumpkin pie, at Kitty Pies, we do our pumpkin from scratch. We boil the pumpkin, we scrape, we do all that. Not everybody's got time for that.
Sure.
But that recipe is also on y'all's website if you like. Now, I like personally to use the Libby's pumpkin pie mix because it already has the seasonings in it.
Sure, okay.
So that works really well for me.
This is the easy way to do it, right?
This is the easy peasy way to do it. It's my one-pot pie, and you dump it in there and just follow the directions on the can. It's a can of the pumpkin pie mix, evaporated milk, 2 eggs, and that's pretty much for your pumpkin pie part of it. That's pretty much what you have, and we're just going to, in the interest of time, do a little quick thing here.
Sure.
And then you would go ahead and crack your eggs and get them in there.
Does it matter about the apple selection either? Can you use anything, or some are better than others?
Well, now, I prefer, if I'm going to do it, I prefer Golden Delicious and I prefer Fuji because they seem to be a little bit better for the baking, and they seem to be a little bit juicier.
Okay.
And then you would go ahead and, of course, crack your eggs, mix up your mixture and everything. Once you get your good pumpkin pie mixture going here, then what I like to do, now get your apples. You slice your apples very thin. That makes a difference in the baking as to whether or not they're going to be crisp or they're going to be soft. Okay. Here is the little telltale trick, and I can't believe I'm giving away a secret, but I'm going to. Apple butter, we love apple butter because it's already got the cinnamon and the spices in there. You add a half a jar of apple butter after you've sliced your apples up. Add a half a jar of apple butter to your pumpkin mixture, and voila, you have apple pumpkin pie. And it winds up being like that.
Okay, but you don't want the apple to dominate. You don't want the pumpkin to dominate. You want it to blend, and so the key is
to come together.
And small slices, right?
Small, thin slices on the apple. And only use for your, if you're going to make a whole pumpkin pie, only use 2 apples. If you use, we have found that if you use more than 2 apples, it just kind of overpowers everything. You need to have a nice blend and a nice meld together on the pie. But it's just as easy as that. Just go through that, mix it up, and pour it in the oven. Pour it in your pie pan, put it in the oven for 350 and bake it for 45 minutes.
This one put the doodah back in your zippity?
It will definitely put the doodah back in your zippity. It does.
Okay, and quickly, Wednesday through Sunday, you guys go 11:30 till sold out.
Till sold out.
That's great hours.
A lot of times people come up to the trailer and they're like, well, you're closed. Well, yes, that's because we're sold out.
More pie, right. Okay, if you don't know, that it's on South Congress, right? The address is?
It's 1600 South Congress.
1600 South Congress.
We're right in the middle of all of the big food trailers there on South Congress. Hot pink and lime green. You can't miss me. I'm usually in there waving with my crown.
And you might be the only one with the crown.
That's it. I'm the only one with the crown in the trailer.
All right, that is the website. You saw it on your screen, and we thank you so much for being here again. As the Queen mentioned, we have that on our website as well if you want to take a look at that and try it for yourself. It won't taste as good as if you make it.